Hello there you guys, Crystal here, and welcome back for episode 2 of our brand new Let's Play. We've only just started. We just had the dream sequence with KK, so we are about to step out of our tent and experience normal, real-time action in Animal Crossing. I shouldn't say action, it's not that much action, but you know how it is. I'm excited. Let's go do this. Pierce, what are you doing, buddy? There he goes. There you are. I hope you had a pleasant nap. Or, well, I suppose it was a bit more than a nap, wasn't it? It's a brand new day. I slept that long? Yes, it's quite normal to be worn out from such a long trip and a major life event. Speaking of which, I have a few more things that you might find useful as you adjust to life in our little paradise. First, you'll need one of these, yes? I like how my villagers are being so nosy. They're just wandering by like, hey, what are you guys talking about? It's your very own Nook phone. I had these made especially for island residents. I want to make sure it's working right, so could you try turning it on for me? Good, good. Looks like you're getting good reception as well. Okay, feel free to put it away now. Say, Crystal, have you ever used a smartphone before? Yes, indeedy. Very good, then this should be a breeze for you. In fact, these Nook phones are rather easier to operate than ordinary phones. Oh yes, we simply removed most of the features. I have one more thing for you. It's your itemized bill. So, this includes everything: airfare, accommodations, labor, tax, and of course your Nook phone. Bring your grand total to the modest sum of 49,800 bells. Okay. Yes, well then. Wait, you don't have any bells. Can't believe I didn't think of this. Ah, of course. Well, no need to worry. I was prepared for exactly this type of tricky situation. For the Getaway Package, you can pay your fees with miles instead of the standard bells. I call this extremely helpful service the Nook Mileage Program. What's that? Well, it's quite extraordinary, if I do say so myself. With the Nook Mileage Program, you can earn miles by simply living your life here on Roseview. I dare say the more you enjoy your island life, the more Nook miles you can earn. And you can use them to pay back your move-in fees and much more. So, the bottom line is, you need 49,800 bells to pay your move-in fees, but with this new service, would you believe it? It only comes to 5,000 miles. I'll just go ahead and register you so you can pay in miles. Yes, but there are more details available within your Nook phone. Just open the Nook Miles app. And you'll see that you've earned some miles just for traveling to the island and enjoying the program. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to a few other matters. But let me heartily congratulate you once again on your arrival. I'm so happy to have you as a resident of Roseview and a client of Nook Inc. Oh boy, okay. We just arrived and we're already saddled with a big bill, but that's okay. We can get it paid off. My new island life is underway, or new life is underway, I should say. I can do whatever I want. Alright, cool. Island time will match the flow of time in the real world. Do not touch the power button, blah blah blah, got you. Alright, let's take a look. So we have our camera app. And I'm just gonna be clicking on pretty much all of these just to get rid of the, little indicators. Nook Miles, you're enrolled in the Nook Mileage Program. Awesome. So, we got Roseview Miles. You traveled a long way just to move to our little island, and you enrolled in the Nook Mileage Program. So, you earned your first miles. There's a lot of ways to earn miles just by enjoying island life. 500. We got Nook Inks and Patron as title keywords. We also have Angling for Perfection, so we need to, catch fish, I think? Just for chatting with residents and catching bugs. We have our custom designs, which I know a lot of people are very happy that they've recently added in an additional 50 slots. Of course, we don't have that available to us just yet, but it's still really nice to have eventually. We have our map, which I really, really like our layout. I like our layout a lot. It's going to be weird for me because I'm so used to my dock being larger and on the opposite side of my island, but that's okay. We'll get used to it. We have our passport, which eventually I will take a better picture when I get my preferred hairstyle. This is most certainly not it. And we have the rescue service, which I will use at some point just for giggles, but we don't actually need to use it right now. Okay, let's check our mail. Can you believe it's been a year since we oh. Huh. Okay, so this is the cake item, so we get this day one. That's really funny. And Nintendo, congratulations on your big move. We hope you enjoy your new island life. To celebrate this fresh start, we'd like to give you a gift that is sure to come in handy. From Nintendo. Cool, that's really funny that we got that. That we get the cake day one. And we got a DIY bench. I don't think we can learn these yet, can we? Is this a DIY recipe? I wonder how I can memorize it. Okay, so we'll deal with that later. Let me put the cake inside my tent. I don't want anything else to try eating it while I'm gone. There we go. So here's our cake item. It's really cute. Probably a fire hazard in here. We're gonna pretend that it's just fine. If we come back and the island's on fire, then we have an issue. Okay. Oh, there we go. Bulletin board. Cool. Hi, Pierce. Yo, Crystal, that spot you found me is just incredible. Thanks. I hope we can keep looking out for each other like this. It's good to have buddies. Oh, right. I've got something here for you. Thanks again for finding a place for my place. Ooh, what's this? The mesh cap is perfect for Roseview. Okay, let's take a look at what he gave us. Oh, it's purple. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay, so where did Katt wander off to? I saw her here earlier. I don't know if they tend to wander at this stage, or if they're more likely to, Oh, no, there we go. I like how they already have tools ahead of me. Yo, Crystal, I'm getting a really good vibe from that tent plot you picked for me. Thanks for the hand. We've got to look out for each other here. If you ever need anything, don't be shy. Oh yeah, I was thinking about how to thank you, and I came up with a recipe for a leaf umbrella. Oh, thank you. I didn't remember that you get a DIY. I remembered the hat though. Alright, so the first thing I thought when I got here was, now that's a lot of weeds. That's kind of where I got the idea. It's a DIY project that uses weeds. If you've ever done a DIY project before, you should ask Tom Nook to help you out. He's doing free DIY demos over at Resident Services. And apparently, we're just sleepyheads and we got up late, so everyone else has already done it, except for us. There we go, we got Unhindered and Wallflower from that one. I really want to clean up all the weeds, even though I think they're really gorgeous. But I also want to do the DIY thing. You know what, I'm gonna do the DIY thing. See if that opens up anything else for us. Ah, Crystal, welcome, welcome. As you can see, it's quite cozy in here. It's funny how cozy doesn't always mean comfortable. Let me know if you need any advice on how to spend your time on this island or anything else. If you need some advice about basic island materials, you should talk to Timmy. He can help you procure some of the essentials for living in or thriving in our island paradise. I didn't even say island, it says little. I butchered that entire sentence. Let's just pretend it didn't happen. It's okay. It happens. If you want to earn some bells, he has a rather generous supply of purchasing, or generous policy of purchasing just about anything. I'm going to slow down my roll when reading. Not strictly advisable from a business perspective, but quite generous. Oh, one more important thing. I'm offering a free DIY workshop that can help you really build out your island experience. I think it'd be quite useful, so I do hope you can take me up on it. Okay, let's do that first. About that workshop. Yes, the DIY workshop. Each participant will make and keep their own tools and receive a set of DIY recipes. I think it'll be quite useful for island life, so shall I put you down for the next available session? Yeah, do it. That's the island spirit. I happen to be free right now this very moment, so let's get started. Welcome to my DIY workshop. Oh, I suppose a workshop is overselling it a bit, When you see how simple it is to DIY or do it yourself, you'll understand what I mean. The basic idea is to gather materials, follow a recipe, and then craft using a workbench like this one. So today we'll be constructing a fishing rod using common materials that you can find anywhere. For this particular recipe, we need a mere 5 tree branches. It is admittedly a little flimsy. Now then, come see me once you've collected the materials. I currently have 1 on me, so we need 4 more. I'm gonna have to get used to the basic tools again. I've been so used to the more advanced ones, obviously. This should be interesting. So there's 3, 4, and I think this is 5. Awesome. Found the necessary materials? Well then, let's get started on crafting that fishing rod. To begin, just select a project from the workbench and get started. Go ahead, give it a try. I made a flimsy fishing rod. At least we're being honest. Yes, that was perfect! As you can see, crafting is quite simple provided you have the correct recipes. And that concludes my free DIY workshop. Oh, there's just one last thing. I have a few common DIY recipes for you, free of charge, naturally. I'll just need to send them to your Nook phone. Would you mind opening it up? Splendid, thank you. The DIY app is now installed on your phone and ready for you to use anytime. And that flimsy fishing rod you just crafted is yours to keep. It may not last forever, but it should serve you well for a little while at least. Speaking of fishing, I'm no master angler, but perhaps I can give you a few tips. In my experience, you should aim in front of the shadow of a fish when you cast your line. I'd love to see anything you manage to catch. I'm quite curious about the local fauna. Alrighty, how about you? Welcome, welcome. You don't waste any time, do you? We're still setting up, but for starters, we intend to offer a small selection of goods for our island residents. Space is limited right now, but we'll try to have some fresh stock each and every day. I'm sure you're busy, but feel free to take a look at some of the items we're thinking of selling. I'll take a look. Great, I have no money, but we have a director's chair and a smoker. And you can also buy the basic tools here. It looks like you have a firework. Oh, we have hyacinths. I wonder what our native flower is. I don't think I've seen any. Medicine, we have a wetsuit, cedar, and normal saplings. And we have the slingshot recipe as well as DIY for beginners. So I definitely want to get that. We're not just sellers, we also buy things from you, including stuff gathered on this island. And because we want to support efforts to beautify the island, we'll even pay you a little bit in return for any weeds or trash you bring in. If you want to know whether we'll buy something, just ask. Okay, so I think what I might do is clear up the weeds in between episodes instead of doing it on camera, just because that can't be too much fun to watch me repeatedly pluck weeds. Oh, there we go. Let's do some fishing, though, because I know that I have a Nook Miles thing for that. Oh my god, my native is hyacinths? As my character drifts. Yes, hyacinths are my new favorite question of the day, you guys. What is your favorite flower in ACNH? For the longest time, mine was roses, as per the name, you know, Rosewood, Rosewoof, and now Roseview. But hyacinths have kind of stolen my heart in New Horizons, so. Okay, the very first fish, and we caught a yellow perch. Those yellow birds have to sit somewhere. Okay, so there is our very first fish. I'm super happy with this island so far. I don't know. This just feels like it's gonna be a good one, you know? I really wish my controller wasn't drifting so bad. How are you doing? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to wave that in your face. Didn't I just see you over there? You don't have a twin, do you? I kind of moved here on a whim, and I'm not sure I brought enough bells with me. Like, you hear Desert Island, and you think you're not even gonna need money. Yeah, I need a plan. I hear I can get bells selling fruit and weeds and stuff to Tammy. If I do that, maybe I'll be alright. That actually reminds me, I usually sell seashells. There we go, I can talk somewhat. But I don't think there's that many on the beach right now. There's one. There's literally one, okay. On this side at least. How about on this side? Also, I'm gonna pick up that rock. Also, you know what's really tripping me out as well? How small my inventory is. I'm so used to having so much more space. Ooh, there's another one. And there's a fish over here. Is this a sea bass? No, it's a red snapper. That's actually my favorite fish in the game. Caught a red snapper. It looks pretty dapper. It is the best fish. I don't know why. I have zero good reasons as to why it's my favorite fish. It just is. And it has been since I was like a kid playing on GameCube. Oh man, I just saw a dig spot across the river. And I know that we're not gonna have the vaulting pole or ladder or anything for a while, so such a tease. We caught a loach. It's looking at me with reproach. I'm not sure how many we should catch, really. Like, part of me wants to save all the duplicates and stuff, or like only sell duplicates, so that we can donate it, but I know we're far off from donating stuff anyway, so I can always recatch it. Oh, well, that's, you know, that's nice. Caught an empty can. Aren't you supposed to catch the fish before you can it? Oh, this empty can could be repurposed. I've got an idea for a DIY. Actually, that reminds me. We have DIYs to learn. Huh, okay. Sweet, I learned a DIY recipe for a leaf umbrella. And we also have the workbench. Nice. Okay, let's do a little bit more fishing. If there are any fish in the water, no. Don't feel like respawning for me. I see how it is, game. I see you. Man, it really, oh, there we go. It really does not want me to be successful. Oh no, itchy trigger finger or thumb. Did that respawn? Or was that there before? I feel like that can't have been there before, because I definitely only found one on this beach. That's weird. I didn't realize they would respawn like that. There we go, there's another new one. Cod dab, not bad. And then I'll do one more loop around up until the resident services, and then we'll go and sell off everything. No, I think that's a sea butterfly. Try not to confuse it for a sea moth. There we go. I saw Pierce try and get something. Oh, Poor boy. But yeah, we got a native fruit that I like. I like the island layout. I don't mind my airport color. We have my favorite flower, or newer favorite flower, as our native flower. To starting villagers who I don't mind. There's our sea bass. First of many. Cause sea bass, no wait, it's at least a C+. Alright, awesome. Let's go sell these, hand them in. Actually, I think we should probably show them to Nook first, shouldn't we? I don't actually remember if he buys them from you, or if he just does something else with them. It's been a while. Crystal, hello, hello. What would you like to talk to me about? I'm all ears. I found a creature. Oh, splendid. Let's have a look, shall we? I love the Dabs, like, portrait in your menu, so I'm gonna pick this one. Oh, what a catch. I do believe this is a dab. If this island can support a dab, why, who knows what other fantastic creatures we might find living here. Crystal, I have an idea. An old friend of mine runs a museum, and I'd love to send it over to him for a closer look. Would you be okay with that? Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. I promise I'll take extra good care of your dab. That just sounds like a really funny sentence. Oh, that reminds me. This is in no way tied to your generous donation just now, but I have a useful app to show you. Oh, there's our Critterpedia. Very nice. I sent you the Critterpedia app. It's a terrific resource for an aspiring island researcher such as yourself. With this one app, you'll get all the important details about the bugs, fish, and sea creatures you catch. I do hope you'll continue to fill it up with your discoveries and share them with me too. I'm sure I'll be able to come up with some kind of additional reward. In that case, I'm just gonna start shoving fish in your face, Nook. I'm sorry. You asked for it. Here you go. Oh, what a catch. I do believe this is a yellow perch. Yeah, no, go ahead, send it to him. Thank you, I promise I'll take extra good care of your yellow perch. By the way, have you been taking advantage of my DIY workbench lately? Kind of. Once. Is that so? Well, I suppose I haven't been paying much attention. That reminds me, I've been meaning to share more DIY recipes with you. Mind turning on your phone? I just sent you a number of DIY recipes that require wood, along with a recipe to craft an axe. Yes, I think that an axe would come in quite useful on this island, because so many other things are made of wood. I hope you'll keep bringing me new discoveries to examine. It's all part of the island experience. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of keep throwing these at him until he tells me stop. Oh, whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing. Let's try that again, shall we? Found a creature. I wonder how many he takes, because this is going to be the third one, I think. You can have my red snapper. It's my favorite, but you can have it. Ooh, what a catch. I do believe this is a red snapper. Would you mind if I sent this magnificent creature along to my museum curating friend as well? I have a proper reward for you this time. Ooh. I've given you a red pansy bag. Just a little sapling of a product we sell. Or sampling, I should say. Go ahead and do some planting, and after a few days you'll have beautiful blooming flowers. Anyway, give it a whirl, and if you enjoy gardening, stop by and buy more. I hope you'll keep bringing me new discoveries to examine. It's all part of the island experience. Well, he's wanting more, so we're gonna give him more. There you go. And I think there's only one more after this, probably. Oh, I remember the flower samples I gave you. I forgot to mention something. The flowers will grow Sorry, the flowers that grow will be very strong. They'll spring up even if you just plant them and forget them. But if you water them each day, that's where the magic happens. Watering opens up the possibility of propagating and crossbreeding your flowers to develop rare colors. Which is one of my favorite things. I am going to be trying to do as much hybrid breeding as possible on this island. I already have all the colors and all the types on my other island, so I'd like to get that going here as well. We'll see how much I can do on my own. My accountant warned me about giving this sort of thing away for free. But you've collected creatures for me, Crystal, so this is just a part of an island give and take. I hope you keep bringing me new discoveries to examine. It's all part of the island experience. So he doesn't want me to stop yet. Oh, another creature. I will just... Oh, no, there's 2 more. Never mind. I will give you all of them. Hold the phone. Someone's calling. Blathers, is that you? Oh, what splendid timing. Yes, yes, do you remember the venture we discussed? Well, it's come to fruition. Currently stationed on an island that we've decided to call Roseview. Yes, yes, the local fauna are as abundant as I expected, just as I told you. Mm-hmm. How many precisely, you ask? Well, there's no way of knowing just yet. But I have received, let's see, 5 outstanding specimens so far. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What? Seriously? Well, that is very exciting. Ooh, but you'll have to excuse me, I'm with a customer right now. I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. That was my friend Blathers, the one who curates a museum. Believe it or not, he's gonna come to our island to help us identify and preserve the local creatures. But I could use your help. Since you've done so much scouting and collecting already, would you be able to find a spot for Blathers? We'll need a good-sized space to really build out a world-class museum, so keep that in mind. This is exciting, it's all coming together. Cool. I have a sea bass in my pocket still, unfortunately. Have a nice DIY. So we've learned a number of DIYs, I guess? And then we also have one for making DIY tools, so that should be pretty quick to get done. DIY recipes. Cool, so we have our leaf umbrella, we also know the tiki torch, simple DIY bench, log stakes, birdhouse, and succulent plant. And all these. And we also got our Critterpedia just now, which is really handy. So we have the loach, the yellow perch, the sea butterfly, sea bass, red snapper, the dab. So I'm pretty much gonna have to donate these again, or catch them and then donate them again. For right now, I'm not too fussed about like storing them. You know, I know I'll be able to catch these again later, so. So I want to sell off these. And that. Okay, awesome. There's a nice amount of bells to start us off. And we can buy even more DIYs with this. We also have the axe recipe here. Don't we already know that one? That's weird. Anyway, DIY for beginners. It's a digital DIY recipe book. Let's see, that's 480 bells. What do you think? I'll buy it. And we're done. I hope you enjoy DIY even more now with your new recipes. Anything else look interesting? At the moment... Oh, I'm very tempted by that, though. At the moment, I think I'm good. I'm gonna save up for that. At the moment, I'm good. Okay, let's see which ones we got. So now we have the hay bed, ocarina, wooden block toy, old-fashioned wash tub, a stone stool, and a frying pan. Nice. And did it say I had more in there? Oh wait, it's gonna be down here, isn't it? There we go. First time buyer. So we bought something for the very first time. And seller of unwanted stuff. There we go. So there's a whole bunch of Nook Mile stuff that we could still do, but looking at the time, you guys, I think this is probably the perfect place to wrap up here for this episode. I will try and get episode 3 up fairly quickly, just like I did with episode 2, just because we are still technically in the first day. It's just there's a lot to go over when you're first starting out, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you guys all next time.